A breakthrough because of what recently happened, where the FDA said, cleared, hearing aids are now available over the counter. OTC are now legal. You can do it without a prescription, without going to get the test, without going and spending thousands and thousands of dollars. And the leader in this category is Lexie. We had the worldwide launch of Lexie rechargeable hearing aids powered by Bose last time they were on. If you have them, call me at 1-800-395-1601. They're back in stock. They sold out completely last time. We literally have fewer than 400 today. 400 of anything at this time is not a lot. And this is a better price in an extraordinary story using your phone and the app to literally adjust the monitoring of all of them, of all of the hearing. So they're free shipping. You have until the end of January to try them up. They sold out last time. Here comes my buddy, Brett Hamilton, to take you through what is, we throw this word, that term game changer around a lot, different categories. Yeah, this is no exaggeration. This is changing, allowing people who normally had to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to do something that's incredibly vital to them, which is hearing better, Brett. They can do it now.
Yeah, they can. And typically, I mean, if you know somebody that has hearing aids or you've been through the process yourself, you know that it's not easy. It requires a lot of work, requires a lot of money, and requires something that you make an investment in with no guarantee that it's going to work. Well, there are no guarantees in life, but Bose designed this technology, and now Lexie, a hearing aid company, they've joined forces to bring us what is the first FDA-cleared direct-to-consumer hearing aids developed for adults 18 years and older. That's important. With perceived mild to moderate hearing impairment. You heard us talk about that a lot. So it's paired with the revolutionary Lexie hearing app that I'll show you in a second. But now you can fit, program, and control your Lexie hearing aids, your B2 hearing aids for clinically proven audiologist quality customization. No doctor visit, Rick. No hearing test. No prescription.
Wow.
And you can make setting adjustments yourself in real time, real world environments without the assistance of a hearing care professional. Hearing aids powered by Bose, developed by a team of Bose scientists, audiologists, and engineers. These guys took decades of expertise to create the first FDA-cleared direct-to-consumer hearing aid that Rick just mentioned. Keep in mind, these are meant to improve hearing quality. They are not meant for streaming music. You're not going to take phone calls. These are not toys. These are hearing aids. Speech that once sounded mumbled is clearer. Children's voices, softer voices, now easier to understand. And the same goes for listening to conversations in those noisy environments. Lexie's unique custom-tuned technology, so significant that it truly does redefine hearing aids entirely. And I think when we think about a hearing aid, we go, well, I go to the doctor, I get it tuned, he turns it on, and then I'm stuck with it. Well, this is a whole different world here. Do they work for you? Well, Rick, do you have mild to moderate hearing loss, not profound hearing loss? And I think this is probably the best way to gauge it. Do you strain or do you struggle to keep up with the conversation when others don't? I'm not saying that if you're in a noisy room and everybody's having an issue that they're for you. I'm saying if you're having a chat and everybody around there is participating, you go, I can't hear anything. And we all know somebody that has trouble understanding the TV and they keep turning the volume up, turning the volume up, turning the volume up, and they still have problems. So that's a good way to decide whether or not the Lexie B2 hearing aids are for you.
And we're going to go through everything and how you're going to adjust it. But I just wanted right at the top, Brett, take a look at this shot.
Super cool.
Everybody.
Yeah. Take a look at what you're not seeing. How about that? Not what you are seeing. So Rick's got a hearing aid in right now. He has one of the B2s. He's got the Lexie. Okay, so where is it? Where there it is. It's so small.
It's unbelievable.
That it actually disappears. So let me just say this. There's that stigma, Rick. There's the stigma that goes along with hearing aids. And people go, I don't want anybody to know that I'm wearing a hearing aid. So they don't get them, and they suffer and they struggle. What you just saw Rick do is really the secret to it all, on top of all the technology that's there. But it takes away that fear that people are going to go, they don't hear as well anymore. They must be getting older. No.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's dive into it. These sold out last time. If you're a fan, you want to share your story, feel free to do that. 350 remaining. You're getting them. There is a return policy that goes until the end of January. I've got one of them in right now. This is the case. You've got little earbuds so you can customize to your size ear. They're rechargeable. All the guide is here. No prescription, no thousands of dollars. This is changing the game. So Brett's going to show you a demonstration right now that's going to blow you away because this is powered by Bose.
Yeah, the Bose guys are the ones that really came up with this technology and then joined forces with Lexie. But we can't let you hear the way they sound. There's no way to do that on TV. So Bose and Lexie put together this really, really impactful simulation video. What you're about to see is what it sounds like to use the app that I'm about to show you when we're done with the video to manipulate the real world experience. Check this out.
Ale from one of our local brewers. It's very crisp, citrusy, if that's what you're into. And tonight's soup is butternut squash, and that comes with a wood-grilled crostini with eggplant on the side. It's very popular. Also on the menu tonight are spicy chicken wings with a blue cheese sauce, and these will both pair nicely with that pale ale I mentioned. So what can I get for you?
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps, which inspires the others to follow, a clumsy cascade of juvenile penguins falling into the sea.
Now, ask me, how do you put a price on that? How do you put a price on that? And I've told the story a million times before. That demonstration is so spot on. I had something called a cholesteatoma in my left ear. I had an operation. I'm covered, thank you, insurance, but it was $58,000. I didn't pay that whole thing because I had insurance. But I'm telling you, that ambient noise of not being able to hear in a restaurant and not being able to hear the conversation, I went through that. So if you can get something that can help you out, and here it is. I am now literally wearing it. I am wearing it in this ear.
But you can't tell.
It's here.
But you can't tell that you're wearing it. Okay, yeah, so that's awesome shot, guys, right there. In fact, you know, if you don't mind, just push in a little bit more. Just there's nothing to hide here. Just all you see is that tiny little I mean, you know what?
You see a lot of gray hairs is what you see.
Well, but you know what, though, Rick? Stay right there for 1 second. That wire actually looks like just a stray hair. It looks like
one of my gray hairs.
Sideburn. Yeah,
is that the wildest thing you've ever seen? Try these out.
Amazing.
And okay, now, there's that simulation. Now let's talk next level, because we've only got 12 minutes. We've got about 300 remaining. If you want to pick it up right now to try them out, you're getting 2 of these. No prescription. Go for it, Brett.
Yeah, so you got rechargeable hearing aids for the very first time. The B1, you had to replace the batteries. These are the B2s. But they all rely, and this is what makes them different, Rick and everybody else. This is what makes them different than a typical hearing aid. Typical hearing aids, you go to the doctor, they tune them, they set them in a quiet room, and you go, okay, they sound great. Then you go to the noisy restaurant, and I can't hear. What if you could adjust your hearing aids in real time? Let's go to my iPad here, and I'm going to show you. I'm using an iPad because it looks better on TV than a phone, but essentially you're dealing with a couple different things here. You got your volume, okay? Your volume will allow you to turn up or down the volume in your head, right? Nice and simple. And look at this, I'm barely doing anything. Over here, like a car stereo, I've got my treble and I have my bass. Up and down. You want to be a little cleaner, a little more high end as we get older. Maybe you lose the bass. Maybe use the low end. Nope. Go down here because I need a little bit more bass in this room because everything's really tinty and everything's reverberating off the ceiling in that really, really noisy restaurant. Let's talk about the noisy restaurant for a second. You've got 2 different views here, 2 different ways to listen.
Wow.
Now, there are microphones inside the hearing aids themselves, and they exist for this reason right here. You can put them in front mode, or you can put them in everywhere mode. If I go to everywhere mode and I'm in the restaurant, I hear the person I'm talking to in front of me, but I also hear the waitress getting the order behind me and the couple over here that's had too much to drink and they're yelling on the street. Now, I just want to listen to what's happening between me and Meg. Rick and I go to the Chop House, and it's the 2 of us having a chat right here in front of each other, and now I've blocked out all of that noise around me. If that wasn't cool enough, for those of you going, hearing's a little bit stronger in my right ear than my left ear, just like that car stereo, look at this. I'm able to adjust the balance in real time to the point where you could actually shut off one of your ears simply by hitting the mute. Wear them both. You don't have to use them both, so you don't lose them and don't have an issue with it later on. It's all there. One last thing, Rick. You can save presets. If you have a certain amount of treble bass awareness that you like when you walk the dog, make a little setting, and every time you go and walk the dog, you tap onto it. Look at that. Automatically adjust the volume for me. Automatically put the bass and treble where it needed to go.
So
simple
Brett,
as that.
Brett, there's 250 remaining. These sold out last time. So what he just showed you previously was never available to traditional hearing aids that cost thousands of dollars. Hey, you know what? Phones have changed. The way we listen to music has changed. Hearing aids have changed. And you don't have to now get that prescription for thousands of dollars. You can get these. And it's Lexie. They're the leaders in the category. Powered by Bose. So all of that incredible customization is there. All with a free shipping and handling and 5 payments of $199.80. I don't know how you put a price on this. I don't know how you put a value on it. If you can't see, I want to get glasses. I want to be able to see. I can't hear. You can't hear grandkids. You can't hear your music. You can't hear the conversation. Right? And so what is one of the stigmas? Here's one of the stigmas. I don't want to be, because I'm getting old. Because I'm getting old. And Brett, you're not getting any younger either. But when you wear hearing aids, like, oh, is that like, I'm getting old? But look at this.
Right.
Third time.
Well, what if you're not wearing a hearing aid? Yeah. What if you're not wearing a hearing aid when you're wearing a hearing aid? All right, stop right there. So Rick, put your finger. Okay. Well, now you just made it completely disappear. Push your hair back. Push your hair back a little bit and reveal that.
There it is.
So that cord almost looks like part of his sideburns. That is incredible.
That is like everybody's saying the same thing. Upstairs, they do this every day. They go, I can't believe it. I can't see it. Look at this. Is an entire customized hearing aid.
The whole pack.
The whole battery,
the rechargeable
everything is right
battery, all the technology fits.
Everything is right there. It's insane.
So if somebody
is that not worth it for me to hear this conversation? So we've only got 8 minutes. So I want to make sure and give you your time here, because there's only a couple hundred remaining. Sold out last time. So I know you got another section here. Let's go.
Well, to what you were just talking about there, they're lightweight, they're comfortable, they can be worn all day long. And with their small behind-the-ear design, they are barely visible, as you just saw with Rick. So let me kind of walk you through what it's like here to wear these and show you how easy they are. So as you take a look here at this video, there's a distinct left and right. The left ear's got a blue speaker, the right ear has a red speaker. Impossible to mess it up, they will only fit one way. Now, to put one on, a very simple process. You just saw it in real time, but you place the body of the hearing aid right behind your upper ear, just like that. Next, you're gonna wrap that attached cable that you saw Rick playing with right over the top of your ear. Speaker reaches down to your ear canal, and then look at this. Boop. You just bend the cable near the speaker and put it in. Should feel comfortable. If the sizing cable is too short or too long, give Lexie a call. Their customer service is second to none. They will help you get everything you need to get them fitted again.
Okay, here comes the fit, because you have these ear tips, and then I want to go through this ambient video again. But just let's talk about these, how customized they are.
These are very important here. So the tips for 2 reasons. Open tip, closed tip. Let's start with the top row. The open tip have holes around the center of each tip. More external sound in your ears. This will help when your voice sounds more natural. The closed tips, guys, these are designed to provide more sound from the hearing aid when you need that louder world volume that I was showing you, okay? Or you need more bass. Good news is you don't have to worry about recharging the batteries because they are rechargeable batteries.
Hey, Brett, I got to let you know something. I like America know something. This is a gift to yourself. A gift to someone that you love. Before I had my operation, right, in this cholesteatoma thing, you know who was suffering, Brett? It was my wife. It was my wife, because she said, "What? I don't know what." And when I had this operation, right, I drink wine, and the wine fridge was open, and it went, "Doot," and I went, "Oh, the wine fridge is open," and she almost started to cry. Because did you hear that?
Oh, once you got them,
Did you hear that? Yeah, I heard that. What's the big deal? She couldn't believe it. So it can change not only your life, but someone else's life. They sold out last time. Half our quantity is already spoken for. Half is gone. So let's go through this again, through this ambient kind of noise, how it customized. We're going to show a video. Set this up, Brett.
Yeah, it's very simple. What you guys are about to see, and more importantly here, is how the app allows you to manipulate in real time those real world experiences, the restaurant, nature, hanging out with your friends. Take a listen, close your eyes, and listen to what happens right now.
Listen to this.
Ale from one of our local brewers. It's very crisp, citrusy, if that's what you're into. And tonight's soup is butternut squash, and that comes with a wood-grilled crostini with eggplant on the side. It's very popular. Also on the menu tonight are spicy chicken wings with a blue cheese sauce, and these will both pair nicely with that pale ale I mentioned. So what can I get for you?
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps, which inspires the others to follow. a clumsy cascade of juvenile penguins falling into the sea.